What's up, you guys? I just wanted to do a quick go to work with me style video. Here I am just getting my hair ready. I'm so over the wigs, but it's quick. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. So it's easy for me to just throw on a quick wig and go on about my day. As I told you, it's 4 in the morning. I'm on my way to my part-time job in addiction medicine. The clinic opens at 5, so patients are already there. I usually start off, because this video was recorded on a Monday, I start off by signing off labs from the previous week, and I have nurses that call for orders on the patients as needed. Once I leave there, I head to my office around midday and start to see patients of my own. You see the office right there in the front that not in this video, but now is my office. This is my previous office right here. It's just an executive suite, but I am no longer there, and I'm now in the office that you guys just saw.
What's up, you guys? So I had a patient to not show up. They have about 4 more minutes before I close out of my telehealth platform. So anyway, I just want to give you guys a quick update on everything. How's everything been going? I haven't posted in a while, but I did want to give you guys an update and some encouragement, because I know a lot of students, PMHNP students, follow me, and there's people who were here before that who are not PMHNPs, but people who kind of get inspired by my journey. Now, I've been a PMHNP for a little over a year now. Time flies. Yes, it does. So I added psych onto my business, but ultimately I really do not see any medical. Some of you guys know already I'm a double board certified nurse practitioner. I have been a family nurse practitioner since 2019, and I started my first business in 2020. So I don't really do anything medical anymore. Primarily I see psych patients, and to be honest with you, I kind of feel bad about that. I feel bad about the fact that I don't really do much with my FNP certification at this time. I did consider getting like a PRN urgent care job or something just to keep up with my skills, and I still may do that at some point in time, but I am really enjoying working Monday through Friday, 0 weekends. Oh, and my patient just logged in, literally 2 minutes left before I cancel it. So I'm gonna see this patient. It's a new patient, which means it's about 45 minutes to an hour, and I will come back to you guys. Okay, so I've just finished with that visit. That was a new patient intake, which brings me to the question of how I get patients for my practice. So primarily I get patients through third-party platforms like Headway, Growth Therapy, and Alma. I do not care for ZocDoc. I think through one of these platforms they have a connection with ZocDoc, and I may have a profile on ZocDoc, but ZocDoc is not my thing, and that's no shade to ZocDoc, but I don't really deal with ZocDoc, and I feel like these three platforms are enough. Another way that I get patients is through just word of mouth referrals. I am on Google, so I've gotten several patients through Google, people just looking for mental health care in their area, which has been really beneficial for me, my business. Now, I do have a part-time job because my business has been it's been about almost a year. It's been almost a year, but I'm still growing. And what had happened was I realized on my main platform out of those three that my accepting patients was turned off, and I turned it on like a week ago, and I've been getting new patients ever since. So I'm not sure how much longer I'll have a part-time job. I do have a new contract that is coming next year. I know next year, it takes a long time, but I have a new contract that's coming, and that job is 100% remote. So it would be a great supplementation to my business. And it is not in the state of Florida. It's not for general psychiatry, so there's no like conflict, and it'll be really good for me. During my intakes, I try to collect as much information as possible without it feeling too impersonal. So my recommendation is, even though you are asking questions and you're probably looking at your intake form, your documentation form, and you need to check these boxes, you need to have these questions answered, but definitely show your personality a little bit within those visits. Talk to them like they're human, and you talk like you are just a normal person, not like a psychiatric provider using big words. If I do use a word that the patient may not understand, like agoraphobia, I will pause and just explain it in layman terms, just like I'm talking to a friend, so they can understand exactly what I'm talking about. Because one of the things you don't want to do is give a patient a wrong diagnosis based on the information that they gave you, and they didn't even have the proper understanding of what you were asking. So, all of these things are super important. If I think about my year as a PMHNP, I will say that I have grown like you would not believe. I don't even think I would prescribe the way that I prescribed in the beginning. First of all, I prescribe very low and slow, and I still do that. However, there are things that I will not do, or I'm very hesitant to do, that I did then. Or I have taken patients on with crazy medication regimens that I would now try to adjust, like with this patient who I just saw. I don't recommend the patient take what they are taking with their current condition. And I don't want to bash any other provider, but I can't for the life of me understand why another provider will prescribe this to this patient, because her symptoms are exacerbated and the medication could absolutely be doing it. So I'm really picky, y'all. I'm really picky on the patients that I allow in my practice, because if the patient is too complex, I tell myself, listen, there's a difference between a PMHNP and a psychiatrist. This patient probably needs to be with a psychiatrist. I have a small private practice and I cannot provide the services that this patient needs, so I don't.
So before the video ends, I just wanted to show you the new office. This little odd area here, I'm just going to do like a coffee station. This is a private waiting area. I'm going to put a receptionist desk there and some chairs, of course, and a television and all of that. This first office is the office manager's office, and the second office is my office. There was a therapist here before and they wanted that back door put in, and I love that. And then the third office is a flex space for the therapist that I'm going to contract, and then a ketamine treatment room. So that's it, y'all.